Data is the heartbeat of AI and machine learning models. However, obtaining clean, diverse, and full data sets can be challenging due to issues like privacy laws such as GDPR and limited access to specialized data. This is where synthetic datasets come in. They allow data scientists and engineers to generate data that mimics real-world data without the constraints of privacy concerns, data scarcity, or biases that often exist in natural datasets. So, not only are synthetic datasets a workaround for real-world concerns, they also open up a whole new slew of possibilities. For example, industries like healthcare and finance, privacy concerns can prevent them from accessing critical data points. However, using synthetic data, they don't have those concerns. They don't have to worry about those privacy laws that cause them to have to exclude them from normal datasets. This is a huge benefit where the data access is highly restricted. So, if you haven't been here before, I'm Chris Gambill. This is my channel, the Data Engineering channel, and with my 25 years of experience in data, I know it can be super frustrating when you're trying to troubleshoot data issues. So whether you're working in a large enterprise or a small business, the ability to generate synthetic data sets can solve some of the biggest data hurdles that you have today. Today, we're going to dive deep into how OpenAI and Anthropic can help you to produce synthetic datasets that mimic your real-world datasets without the constraints of the privacy concerns. Let's jump right in. When it comes to creating synthetic data, generative AI plays a critical role. It helps to create realistic and diverse datasets that can be used for machine learning models, simulations, as well as data-driven testing. In addition, you could also use it for your own personal training in Python and SQL. So, today we're going to pit these two AI giants head-to-head and see which one comes out the best. Both of them provide robust generative AI tools, and we'll take a look at how each of them approaches dataset generation, compare their strengths, flexibilities, and limitations. Alright, we're going to start with Anthropic. Let's see how it does. You can see here, we're looking for Blue Cross Blue Shield healthcare claims. We're going to grab 500 records. We have a batch size of 10. I found that batches of 10 work best. And we're going to store it in this staging Blue Cross Blue Shield table within my local SQL server. There's a few other steps here. If you're interested in receiving this Python script, be sure to send me an email. My email is chris.gambill@gambilldataengineering.com. I'm happy to share it. I could share the link to the GitHub location as well. I'd love some collaboration on this. I'd love to continue to further enhance this script. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, be sure to ping me. I'm happy to jump on a call, and I'm actually thinking about doing a collaborative live session later on this month to kind of walk through the script, as well as to get additional input and feedback from people that might like to contribute. All right, we've got 10 records so far. We're on our way to 500. I'll get back to you in a moment. All right, we finally got Anthropic loaded. We have successfully loaded 500 records into staging BCBS Anthropic. And it took 1,423 seconds, which is just over 27 minutes. All right, let's change. We see that we had it on batch size of 10. Total records 500. Let's switch it over to OpenAI and let's see how it does. All right, we see that OpenAI finally loaded. We have, again, 500 records into staging BCBS OpenAI. It took 1,040 seconds, so just over 17 minutes. It was about 5 minutes quicker. Again, with OpenAI, you get a little bit quicker of result. And with Anthropic, it's dealing with some of those ethical concerns and privacy issues, and it's trying to think of how to associate that. So let's take a look at the results and compare the two and see what we've got. We just ran a couple of select statements here, one for the Anthropic, which is the result set at the top, and one for OpenAI, which is the result set at the bottom. You'll see that for the result set at the bottom, OpenAI, we do not nearly have as many columns as we do with Anthropic, not nearly as much detail. So Anthropic, definitely more detailed, has additional information in it that the OpenAI, at least by default, without prompting it further did not provide us up front. We did definitely have a data set. It seems much more like a fact table than the Anthropic dataset. The Anthropic dataset definitely has some additional work that we could do here, which is great for practicing. So if your goal is to practice, or if you want a more whole data set that provides you the information that you could split off some dimensions and so that you could build a star schema model, then Anthropic's the way to go here. You'll see that we have a lot, in the OpenAI dataset, we have all the IDs, provider, member, claim, service codes, diagnosis codes, and then we have some dollars and cents, right? The claim amount, paid amount, member copay, claim status, things like that, a couple of dates. However, in Anthropic dataset, it's really cool, right? Because we have customer names, we have patient names, right? They're not real patient names. They are 100% fake patient names. So don't worry about that part. But we have patient date of births, genders. You'll see that there's definitely some cleaning that we could do here. This is a great data set, synthetic data set that you could play with, that you can learn with, that you could learn how to do some cleansing, that you could learn how to split things off into dimensions that you can, take and really grow from. And feed it into a machine learning model, right? You have all the details here to be able to feed this into a machine learning model that maybe you don't quite have with the OpenAI, at least not natively. You can definitely, in the Python script, I put a place in there so that you can prompt for the more detailed columns that you may want. Keeping in mind that that will definitely increase the length that it takes to run those requests. But if you want to stick with OpenAI, by all means. It was quicker, didn't give us as much detail. Anthropic gave us way more detail, really great, cool data set. You see that both of them do have our 500 records in each of them. I did run this by chance to 10,000 the other day. And it took several hours, but I did eventually get out the 10,000 records. So you can blow this up to larger data sets if you want to, if you need to, and you could make it as big or as small as you want. If you just need 100 records, then pull 100 records. If you need 10,000, pull 10,000. But understand that you might get a little bit different data set each time that you run it. You could ask it for anything. I've asked it for data from Coca-Cola. I've asked it for data from Square Enix on, video game sales, just to play around with it and see what it would give me. Again, Anthropic gives you a little bit more of a robust data set. Anthropic's definitely is trained to take into account the ethical, concepts and the privacy concepts, and making sure that things are anonymous and these are not real names. Obviously, John Smith, William Davis, these are pretty common names. That it did a pretty good job of giving a variety of different names. So pretty cool there. And then, like I said, we see in the patient gender, it switches from male, female to M and F. So definitely some cleansing that needs to be done with this. So again, great data set to play with, to train with, to learn with. And the same way, the same could be said about OpenAI. So it really is your choice depending on the use case of your business. So let's get back to it and wrap it up, and I'll see you in a moment. As you've seen, both OpenAI and Anthropic have their clear strengths. While OpenAI excels in speed and flexibility, making it a great solution for businesses needing quick solutions, Anthropic prioritizes ethics and control, which is important for industries that handle sensitive data. Whichever way you go, the clear winner here is your business. The choice depends on you, whether speed and flexibility are important or the ethical guardrails that are provided by Anthropic. That's going to be a decision that you have to make alone. I hope this demo has helped you to show you which of these two AI platforms are going to be great for your business. If you found this comparison useful, be sure to like and subscribe for more information on AI and data engineering. Drop a comment below and let me know which one you chose and why. It'll help the community to understand which one they should choose as well. In the description below, you'll find links to both OpenAI and Anthropic, where you can explore their platforms further, set up your own subscriptions, and check them out. As soon as you're ready to dive deeper into AI, let me know, and I could provide some guidance along the way. If you're needing more information on how to write Python scripts, be sure to check out these tutorials here. If you need to dive into SQL, be sure to check out these here. I'll see you next time.